Hello, and if you're new to my YouTube channel, I want to say welcome. My name is Amber Stewart, also known as Junie Jaguar, and I am the owner of the Stew Project, where I help individuals maximize their living potential by simply taking emphasis on wellness. So today, I just wanted to talk about prioritizing our not only physical health, but our mental health as well, because I know compared to work, family commitment, friends, dealing with kids, if you're in any organizations, or if you have kids who are in organizations, like all these things can be high on our priority list, which can have last minute things happen, which can ultimately put our health and wellness lower on that list of priorities. So today I just want to talk about 5 simple things that will happen when you prioritize your physical and mental health 4 to 5 times per week. Before I even get into these 5 things that'll happen, first I just want to explain what you essentially need to do to prioritize your physical and mental health. And these are all things that I know I discuss all the time, but essentially it is 1, your nutrition, 2, your stress management, 3, physical activity, and 4, your spiritual connections, or just maintaining your spiritual health and feeding and nourishing your spirit. So tending to your physical and mental health is essential not only for your mental clarity, your peace of mind, for your health in a preventative state, but it also helps radiate good health and well-being to those around you. I know in a previous PSA I was talking about your mind-body-heart connection, and how when you are feeling your best, when you are in that high vibrational state, then you radiate that wellness to those around you. And so that's just your heart field radiating those good vibes to everybody, which is how you can essentially have a more harmonious life. But if you stay in that low vibrational, if you don't take care of yourself, if you have feelings of laziness, if you have feelings of anger, resentment, pettiness, argumentative, this can radiate to others around you, and that can make tension in your relationships and overall well-being. But anywho, in addition to that, your career can also experience a lot of benefits for you prioritizing your physical and mental health. 1, if you have a job where you do a lot of hands-on work, you have the energy to perform those tasks in that job a lot easier. And not only that, but you'll also have the mental clarity, you'll have solutions a lot faster and less fatigue, and you'll actually be happier to go to work. Hey, I like my job more because the experience is better, because I feel better, I handle the stress better. And even when it comes to stress management, because that's one of the things that is necessary to maintain your physical and mental health, when you are able to do those tasks like organize your schedule better so you're less overwhelmed at work, put in more boundaries so that you can stop work and feel less overwhelmed, all of these things will overall help you work better and have more productivity. Because I know started prioritizing my physical and mental health and set boundaries and practice good stress management, I liked my job a lot more, and I was less resentful, and a lot more opportunities came to me. And so I know I'm not the only one. This happens for plenty of people out there in the world, which is why so many people are seeking healthy life coaches more often. Now that you know the benefits of prioritizing your physical and mental health, let's dive into the 5 things that happen as a result of prioritizing your physical and mental health. So the first thing that happens when you start to prioritize your physical and mental health 4 to 5 times per week is you start to produce more feel-good hormones, and your cognitive function improves as well. So when you focus on your nutrition, your physical activity, your sleep, and your stress management, and you put systems in place to where you are checking off those boxes of prioritizing those health things 4 to 5 times per week, This helps your body to regulate your hormones and put everything in balance. And so when your nutrients are in order, when your hormones are balanced, your cognitive function is balanced. So you forget where you place your keys less often, and your reflexes are quicker. You come with solutions faster. You have less fatigue. You feel better. You have more energy. You reach for energy drinks less. It's quite amazing, because like, man, I didn't, like, how bad was I feeling before if this is what normal feels like? So do not take these things for granted. Do not take having your hormones balanced for granted, and do not take having your cognitive function working well for granted either. So that's number one. So the second thing that happens when you start to prioritize your physical and mental health 4 to 5 times per week is that your stress and anxiety levels decline. And so just as I was saying in step 1, when you have your hormones in balance and you're getting your body the right nutrients and your bodies are moving the way that they're supposed to do, because, you know, us as humans, like, we are meant to be active. And when we are engaged in physical activity regularly, our muscles produce those hormones that help improve our overall well-being and increase our vitality. When this happens, your stress and anxiety levels decline, because one, when you're taking into consideration the stress management aspects, it's like when you set those boundaries and like, oh my gosh, I don't have to worry about XYZ anymore. Like, that's a huge relief. It's like I can focus on myself. And so the third thing that happens, you know, your hormones are balanced, you're feeling good, your cognitive function's clear, your stress and anxiety decreases. The third thing that happens is that your mind becomes clearer. So your focus is less on survival, more on thriving. So your creativity becomes heightened, and solutions come to you quickly or with least resistance. So you never have to like, I spent all night trying to wrap my brain around this. Like things just click and things flow to you easier, and you're less inclined to think of limiting beliefs because you're in that lack mentality going off of limitations. Now, the fourth thing that happens when you start to prioritize your mental and physical health 4 to 5 times per week is your friends, family, and career get the best version of you. Your stress and anxiety is at an all-time low. You're feeling good. You're in a good mood 80-90% of the time. You know how to manage stress. So when things stressful come to you, you know it's not the end of the world. You know how to manage your emotions better. You know what you're in control of, what you're not in control of. You understand the cues of your body, when you're hungry, when you're not hungry, when to take a break from things, when to shift gears. Like, all of these things come together, allow your entire universe, like your friends, family, your career, to get the best version of yourself, because you're thinking clearer, solutions are coming to you faster, your reflexes are good, like you're connecting to your intuition, because this is where the spirituality comes together. When you're connecting to your intuition, like, things will come to you. It's like, you know what, I had in the back of my mind to get 2 coffees, but I didn't know. And so at that day at work, my co-worker spilled her coffee and I came right in with an extra coffee. Things like that. Little things like here, when you think of spirituality, you may think like, oh, okay, let me just go pray Jesus and but spirituality is so much broader than that. And so it's all about your connections. And so when you listen to your intuition, those little nudges, those things help bring us together collectively. And so they get the best version of you because you are nurturing that heart field. You are staying in that high vibrational state. You're nourishing your body, so your mind, body, and spirit are aligned. And so they get the best version of you because you are performing at your peak optimum function. And when you are doing this, people may be like, what is in you? You just ever been around somebody who just started like prioritizing their health, and you see like this glow around them, they're fun and welcoming to be around, and you're just like, I don't know what it is about you, but something's changed and I like it. So this is the fourth thing that comes along with prioritizing your mental and physical health 4 to 5 times per week. Now, the fifth thing, which is the most important thing out of all of this, out of all 5 topics, in my personal opinion, is that you know how to be the healthiest version of yourself. And I feel like this is so important because, one, you know your body. You know when you feel well, you know when you feel unwell, when your hormones are out of balance and you get into a state of balanced hormones. If something happens, something stressful happens, you go on vacation and you start to eat all those comfort foods, then you will know how it feels when your hormones are out of balance. So you will know what to do. Is like, okay, so something is off. What was I doing before? What was my routine before? And you'll learn how to get back into balance. So that when you notice, like maybe you move out of state or your work requires you to move around a lot, and your tried and true schedule and routine gets, then you will be addicted to finding solutions so that you can stick to that regimen, because once again, you know the benefits of your spiritual connections. You know the benefits of maintaining good eating habits and physical activities. I know once I overcame my chronic stress and anxiety, I started to prioritize not going more than 2 days without exercise, because I noticed if I would start to go 3 days, things like my mood started getting off, the racing thoughts came back. And so as far as making sure that my body is staying level, my metabolism is balanced, I have to prioritize exercise. And this goes on for a lot of people. So when you know how to be the healthiest version of yourself, you spend less time in the doctors. And when you do have to go to the doctor, you will notice, like, yes, I know something was off because around such and such time, around this month, X started feeling weird or this, like that. So you'll be more prone to check up on things quicker instead of, what? That was high blood pressure? What? That was a mini stroke? It's like, I know I was stressed up and, I just take an Advil and keep it pushing. I just have a glass of wine and keep it pushing. It's like, no, you won't do that anymore, because you know what is necessary to be well. Not to feel well, but to be well. And the benefit of this is that not only does it help you, but if you have kids, you're modeling this to your children. And if you don't have kids and you are close with your family members, then you're modeling this to your family members. Because I know I came from a family that didn't really prioritize their health and well-being. But once they started seeing that diet and exercise, that stuff must really work, because Amber doesn't have the same issues as the rest of the family. So I hope this helped. You need help learning how to prioritize your physical and mental health 4 to 5 times per week so you can know how to be the healthiest version of yourself. Then just go to thestewproject.com, and we have a variety of services and resources to help you. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you later.